So, that's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now I don't regret waiting so long to see it.
I feel bad for sleeping through half of it, but only because I wish I'd slept through all of it. It was of poor quality, even considering it was a human movie.
Yeah, it's gotta be only like the 15th best Jamie Foxx movie I've ever seen.
Out of curiosity, what's the best Jamie Foxx movie you've ever seen? Any answer that is not Collateral will not be accepted.
I didn't know you liked Collateral, Millicent.
Who doesn't like Michael Mann?
Point taken. I think my favorite Jamie Foxx movie is Django Unchained.
Oh, I've never seen that.
You want to watch it? I've got it.
No, we better not. It's getting late and I need to get home soon. Doesn't it have close to a 3-hour running time?
Yeah, but I've got a fan edit that cuts out the N-words that's only like 12 minutes long.
Well, in that case...
Hi, I'm home. Hi, Wilhelmina.
Hey, Stuffy.
You're just in time. We're going to watch the no N-words cut of Django Unchained.
Oh, no, I think I'm just going to go to my room and read for a bit. I've had a rough last couple of hours.
Did something happen at the meeting of the Hagerstown area humanists and atheists?
Ha ha! That's rude. Why? That's the acronym. Ha ha! I like it. What happened, Stuffy?
Well, this was the first meeting I've gone to for a while, and when I showed up, I could tell something was up. There was this tension in the air. When the meeting started, I found out why. There's this atheist YouTuber, Lawfully Logical.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He made a response video to a video I made about Ham Saris a while back, and so many of his shitty followers flooded my comment section, I had to turn off comments on that one. Fuck him to hell!
Right. Well, he'd been an invited speaker at the HAHA.
Ha ha! Look, I just watched a 2.5-hour Spider-Man movie. I'm a little punchy.
It's okay. Anyway, Lawfully Logical has been an invited speaker for the HAHA a few times, but after his last appearance, several of our members brought some of his videos to the attention of the board, including one about trans women in sports that was incredibly transphobic.
I heard about this. The board said they didn't know about the transphobic video before they invited him, and they issued a statement disavowing him and apologizing to the trans community. I thought it was pretty cool of them to do that.
It was. Except after they did, Lawfully Logical made a video complaining that the HAHA had treated him unfairly and wrongly labeled him a transphobe.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch it, but YouTube kept recommending it to me. Didn't it have a thumbnail where he showed himself being burned at the stake?
Mm-hmm. Specifically, he photoshopped his head onto the body of Giordano Bruno, the philosopher and cosmologist who was executed by the Catholic Church for heresy.
Kind of obscure, isn't it?
I agree. Comparing himself to Galileo would have made for a more recognizable reference, but somebody already did that.
So, what happened at the meeting tonight?
The board voted to rescind its disavowal and issued a formal apology to Lawfully Logical for mischaracterizing him and branding him a transphobe.
Typical human cowardice.
They aren't all humans.
Any huskies?
No.
Same difference.
Anyway, after the vote, most of the volunteers resigned in protest. A bunch of the members quit too, including me. It's really upsetting. They were the best local atheist group, and I thought they were serious about being inclusive. Apparently that's not the case.
I'm sorry, man. But look at it this way. You haven't been participating much in the group lately anyway, so it's not like you're really losing anything.
True, but I'm mostly concerned about the trans people in the community.
I don't really know too much about the atheist community, but is it really this much of a trash fire?
It's been this bad for a long time.
Someone can make an intolerant video and then get a credible organization to apologize to him because he says he's not actually intolerant?
Apparently.
He didn't walk back what he said in the video or say that he was being misunderstood or taken out of context or anything?
He promised to make an apology video and insisted that his views have changed since the trans women in sports video went up. That was good enough for the HAHA.
Ha ha! I just wanted to get one more in.
That's what she's... Well, who knows, Stuffy? Maybe his apology video will be good. Maybe he'll say he's sorry, sincerely and without condition, take responsibility for the false and harmful things he said, and explain how he was wrong and why he's changed his mind.
Maybe. We'll see. Hey, baby.
Hey, Toby Benson, what's up?
Not much. You seen Jack around?
I think he was heading to Pete's a little while ago.
Cool. Excuse me a second, baby.
You got it.
Hey, Wilhelmina. It's Toby Benson, baby. Is Jack over there?
Sitting right in front of me.
Oi, if that's for me, tell him I'm passed out. Or in the shitter. Tell him I'm passed out in the shitter.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Can you do me a favor and don't let him get too fucked up? I need him for something at the Stop and Shop later.
Oh, are you going to torch the place for the insurance?
Nah, I'm teaching a class for my Krav Maga students who I'm trying to get certified to work security. I need Jack to play the role of a belligerent drunk at a protest.
And you want me to not overserve him?
I need him straight enough to take direction.
Has he ever been?
Touché, baby. Just keep him from falling off the stool for me, would you?
I think I can handle it.
Cool. I'll be over later to pick him up.
Sounds good. Bye. Can I get you another whiskey with some club soda?
You can get me another whiskey with some whiskey.
You mind if I hang out with you until it's time for me to go, baby?
Not at all. You want to watch something?
Yeah. You got that fan cut of 300 where they took out all the fascism?
I do, but it's only 6 seconds long.
Hi.
Hey, Stuffy.
Hey, baby. You okay? You seem depressed or some shit. I watched Lawfully Logical's apology video just now.
It was not good.
It was not.
He didn't say he's sorry sincerely and without condition.
He attacked people who criticized him and thanked people who were nice to him.
He didn't take responsibility for the false and harmful things he said.
He corrected a few inaccuracies in that one trans women in sports video he made, but never mentioned the other transphobic stuff he said in other videos. He also went out of his way to highlight the fact that he has trans friends who don't think he was transphobic.
He didn't explain how he's wrong and why he's changed his mind.
He continued to frame his position on the issue in a way that casts suspicion on trans women athletes, so I don't think he's really changed his mind on all that much.
Damn.
Hold up, baby. I think I'm out of the loop here. Somebody's been talking shit about trans people? Do I need to impose a sanction on someone's ass? Is that a euphemism for beating someone up? Because you just got out of jail. Don't worry, baby. I don't kick the shit out of people for free anymore. Only for business. But if this is somebody you need me to handle for you, just say the word. I got you. Where's this asshole live anyway? He lives somewhere in England, but he's in the US for a few more days. He's supposed to be at an atheist meetup in Wilkes-Barre later tonight, I think. And thanks, but I don't think confronting him would help. He's too entrenched in his position now, and there's literally no incentive for him to change. Other than empathy and truth and basic decency, which don't seem to be carrying too much weight in the atheist community these days. The worst part is, it's not only this one transphobic YouTuber and this one atheist organization that's supporting him. 3 of the most popular personalities in the secular community have come out in support of Lawfully Logical.
Yeah, some people I follow were tweeting about that. Who was it? It was the big guy who everybody thought was cool, but then he went for a beer with the transphobic guy and was joking about how controversial he is. What's his name?
Baron Amun-Ra.
Right, and then there's the guy with the good radio voice, but everything he says is lukewarm centrist horseshit.
Jeff Landrews.
Yes, and who's the third one? The real big league asshole who hosts the cable access show. He got all pissy about people punching Nazis.
Matt Dillahunty.
No, I mean the one who starts fights with people on Facebook, then claims he's too busy to argue with people.
Matt Dillahunty.
No, I mean the guy who talks a good game about being progressive and inclusive, but when push comes to shove, he really only cares about protecting his friends and covering his own ass.
Matt Dillahunty.
No, Stuffy, I'm talking about the guy who went out on multiple speaking tours with men he knew had probably committed sexual assault and only stopped when people publicly complained and it was starting to make him look bad.
You're talking about Matt Dillahunty.
I guess I am.
So what happens now, baby? The same thing that always happens whenever a popular atheist is called out for doing something awful and refuses to change or admit what they did wrong. People who support him or don't see the big deal will move on and forget about it, and more good people who see the problem or who are harmed or threatened by it will leave the community and never come back. And I can't say I blame them. I haven't been active in atheist circles for a long time myself. This incident has reminded me why. It's the same with atheists as it is with 1,000 other groups. The voices of the underprivileged will only be listened to so long as they don't make the privileged uncomfortable. And there's nothing I can do about it.
So I feel like I'm in the role that you would ordinarily be playing here, Stuffy, which is weird and probably unwise for everyone involved. But maybe the only thing you can do is what you're already doing.
Which is?
setting an example. Drawing a line in the sand, saying, if you're going to support transphobic people, I'm not going to support you, no matter who you are. Speaking and acting in a way that lets trans people know you're a person they can trust and depend on to put their concerns ahead of doing what's easy or safe or popular. Showing that when you mess up, you're able to admit you're wrong, apologize, and try to change.
That was pretty good.
Yeah? Because I was also going to say, if that wasn't good enough, you could always find that transphobic YouTube guy and slash his tires or something.
It's good that you stopped before you said that.
Thanks.
The only thing is, I worry that trying to set an example and be a good ally won't be enough. There's so much wrong with the atheist community, and I just don't think that I or anyone else can change it. Maybe you can't change it, baby, but that don't mean there's nothing to be done. Catch you later, babies. Where's he got to go?
Not sure. He was on the phone earlier and I overheard some of it, but I don't think I caught it all. Something about fucking Jack in the shitter.
What are you reading?
It's a collection of those mini comics that came with Masters of the Universe action figures. This one's about Stinkor.
Okay, drink it up and let's hit the road, baby.
It's about bloody time you showed up. I've nearly had it with this don't get too drunk bollocks.
How much does he owe you, baby?
That's his bill for the night.
Okay. There you go. I love this digital wallet shit.
We live in an age of wonders. Thanks. Pleasure doing business with you.
You're welcome. Let's go, baby. We got a long drive ahead of us.
What the hell are you babbling about? Hagerstown is 20 minutes away.
Yeah, but we ain't going to Hagerstown, baby.
Oi, I'm giving him until past, and then I'm pouring some rum in that milkshake and having it myself.
Just keep your shit together, baby. That meeting is supposed to let out in a few minutes. Then I'll make sure he gets his milkshake.
I thought throwing milkshakes is strictly to splash the fash.
It is, but in this case I'm making a special exception under the heading of talk shit, get shaked.
Milkshakes for shit takes would work as well.
Yes, it would. You take care of the tires on his rent-a-car?
Aye.
Nice work, baby.
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this special unscheduled episode. Before we go any further, Stuffy, is there something you want to say?
Trans rights.
Stuffy says trans rights. And you know what? So do I. Trans rights.
Virtue signaler.
I know I'm the worst. So as you probably already know, you can help us to keep making videos like this one by supporting this channel with a monthly donation through Patreon by going to patreon.com/Steve Shives. And if you're already doing that or you're thinking about starting to do that, wonderful. Thank you so much for your support. But Stuffy has something special he wants to talk to you about.
Right. This episode's story was inspired by actual events in the atheist skeptic community over the last couple of months. Events that left quite a few people feeling hurt, betrayed, and even threatened, especially trans people. Because of that, we're going to ask all of you watching who can afford to make a donation to a transgender charity. If you have a favorite trans charity already, great. Please consider donating to it this month. If not, we're suggesting that you make a donation to Trans Lifeline, a peer support crisis hotline available in the US and Canada, operated for the trans community by the trans community. You can learn more and donate to Trans Lifeline by going to translifeline.org. And if you're a trans person in need of support, you can call the hotline at 877-565-8860 in the US and 877-330-6366 in Canada.
Stuffy and I will be doing our part as well. At the end of this month, we'll be donating 100% of the ad revenue we earn from this video to Trans Lifeline. Unfortunately, Steve and Stuffy videos don't usually get massive amounts of views, so I'll be donating 10% of my total Patreon earnings for the month of June to Trans Lifeline as well. I'll post a quick video late this month or early next month to let you know I've made the donation.
It's a difficult time for many trans people, not just in the atheist community, but everywhere. We can't fix it overnight, unfortunately, but we can help. So if you're in a position to do so, please help us help. Probably could have phrased that a little better.
That's okay, I think they got the message.